Evening viewers, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Get Off My Lawn. I'm one of your hosts, Darren, and he's Dave. Say hello, Dave.
Hi there.
And we are here to vent, laugh, celebrate, and generally discuss just how weird the world has become. In particular, we're going to highlight the world as it has been shaped by the last couple of generations, millennials and Gen Zers. We're pretty much going to make fun of them and anyone who has jumped on board with the more extremes, ideologies and isms that make everyday life so interesting. I guess you could put it like that, interesting. So now most things we say on here are probably going to be done so with our tongues firmly placed in our cheeks. This is something we are doing to unwind from the working week. And it's all a bit of good-natured fun. So please keep the death threats to a minimum. And if you must send them to Dave at getOffMyLawnShow.com. So you'll be right with that, Dave, won't you?
I'll reply to everybody. Yep.
Of course. I expect you to. So very good.
Yeah.
Also, because we have a juvenile sense of humour, we're also going to laugh at anything else that takes our fancy that we come across. And we'd probably like to do it weekly, but knowing us, we're fairly lazy. So we'll start with, I think, every couple of weeks and see how that goes. What do you reckon?
Yep, that sounds good.
Very good. Man, a few words. Love it. Now, we don't class ourselves as comedians, and you'll find it out pretty quickly. Although we probably are going to put this show in the comedy genre because we don't know where else it'll probably fit. Fact is, every now and then have a tendency to make each other laugh. So if we inadvertently make you laugh as well, then hey, that's great. But otherwise, we're going to have a good time. So that's the important thing. We might as well get stuck into it. We're pretty much, this is how it's going to work each week. At least until we change it, which will probably be next week. We're going to have a main sort of a segment or two to discuss on each episode. And we'll probably keep it fairly domestic, although a lot of stuff that happens that's interesting is also overseas, especially in the States. So you probably have a lot of that come into there as well. But, and that's pretty much where we go for our first segment this week. After the segments, then we'll have a couple of awards that we'd like to give out to people who have, let's say, distinguished themselves. A couple of awards.
I like that.
Yeah, you'll get to know what they are, so which is good. And don't get us wrong, we're not just going to be taking the piss out of people. We would also like to celebrate the everyday heroes in our communities, individuals who are standing up to the ridiculousness of the state of the world. So you'll have some of those as well, which hopefully will make you laugh as well and smile. So this is where we are at the beginning. We'll see how things go and what works and what doesn't work. And feel free to let us know what you think we should be doing and what you hate about the show, apart from my voice. And we'll take it from there. We'll try and adapt. Anyway, let's get into the first segment this week, NPCs on YouTube. Now, Dave, had you even heard of what an NPC was outside of a gaming arena when I came to you the first time?
No, I had no idea what it was.
What did you think you were going to see?
I really just had no idea, and it was. I actually couldn't believe it when you showed me that first bit of footage.
All right,
is that these individuals are actually doing this and getting paid for it? That blew my mind.
Getting paid really well for it.
Yep, it seems like, and good luck to them. Like if they can, if you can do something and earn a decent dollar for doing it, that's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, don't begrudge anyone doing anything like this.
Yeah, it's
unfortunately a comment or a statement on the state of our world at the moment, though, that you can actually make a buck doing this. So anyway, why don't we let everyone in on what I'm talking about? So if you don't know who Pinky Doll is pretty much the queen of NPCs. She's one of the first, if not the first, and she's probably the biggest. As I said, if she's not the first, she's probably at least the biggest. So I'll bring her up.
That was good. Coconut. Fire.
This is what you're going to hear. That was the start of her little video. I'll let that run through. And Pinky Doll she's a French-Canadian girl, woman. She's quite attractive. She's got long blonde hair and she's got a very nice.
Look, she's
figure
fit looking.
She's fit looking, yeah. She's not hard on the eye. So I dare say this has helped, with her popularity and her success. I'll play this. She's sitting in front of a camera. She has this special wand in her hand that she actually, it must do something with all the on-screen triggers that are coming up. So when people send in money, they buy certain triggers, and what she does is she actually has a script for what she says when these triggers go off. So they're pretty much the same every time. That's why she's an NPC, like a non-player character. She doesn't go outside of what these triggers tell her to do. So she just acts like a robot. So here's a little bit of what we're talking about.
Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes. Gang, gang. Yeah, strong woman. Yeah, strong woman. Travis, money gun. I got your name. Wow, a lot of gift for you. Ooh. Hee haw, yes. You got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me ready your tongue. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Rah, 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 rah. That was good. Lemonade. Rah, 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 rah.
That gets me every time.
So she's actually doing that live, isn't she?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
She streams for, I think it's about 4 hours just doing that. Just constantly.
It's ridiculous.
And makes a shit ton of money. Like, I've had a look at some of the other NPCs and, read some articles about what they're making. They're making thousands and thousands of dollars in these, little 4 hour, live streams. They're making bank on it. They are really doing well.
She's only saying about 5 different things, though, isn't she? Like that.
It's limited.
Never strays outside of that.
No, it's limited to pretty much what the triggers tell her to say, and she reacts to that. And so when she said, "I feel like a cowgirl," you saw she has a hat come up. It's a virtual hat that goes on her head. It's like a Snapchat filter. And then she has the mo that comes on. So they're like, anyone that's au fait with Snapchat filters will know exactly what we're talking about in terms of when they're triggered, these little overlays, these little filters come up, and then she reacts to them. So, and as I said, there's people paying for this. So it's weird.
Is that the problem, though? Well, I mean, is it a problem? Like, who are these guys that are sitting there watching her do this for 4 hours, pretending she's a cowgirl or whatever it is she's saying, growling and whatnot, and then they're paying her to do it?
Well, that's the thing. I think her audience would be 99.9% male. I think there's a certain sexual element.
I kind of feel like they're sitting there tipping baby oil on themselves and sprinkling feathers on themselves or something.
Distributing free literature sort of thing. So, yeah, exactly. Feeding the chickens. So, I think there's a bit of that going on, especially when she rides like a cowgirl. Yeah. So, the rest of this I'll play some more of it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, strong woman. Ice cream so good. Yes, popcorn. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Balloon. Balloon. But amazing. Oh, thank you, baby. You get me feel like a queen.
So,
is she saying ice cream so good?
Ice cream so good, yes. Yeah. It's ridiculous that people, like I said, I don't begrudge the fact that she can make money with this. If you can find something, go for it.
Is there 16,000 people watching her do this? Is that what that is in the top of the screen there?
Oh, it is, but she's got 1.8 million likes as well. And she's got, what is it, 18? I think it's 18.5 thousand people in her stream at the time, at the moment.
When she's doing this right now?
While she's doing this now.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. So, yes, but you see all these people that are joining on the screen and you see the overlays. She's got the MLG glasses on and people that have actually, so there's one dude here. He's put up the laugh emoji with, yes, strong woman. Anyway, so that's Pinky Doll. She, like we said, she doesn't break character or anything like that while she's doing the stream, except for certain times. Now, Pinky Doll has a son, she's a single mum, and this is why she started. I think she's 27. I think she was 27. I think you told me she was 27. You looked at it, looked it up once.
I looked it up.
And so she was looking for an outlet for, pay the bills and look after her son, which is fine. Like we said, we've got no problems with that. I have more of a problem with the people that actually are paying the money for her to do this. But if they get I'm not going to tell people how to spend their money, but
I mean, if you can do something like this, and I mean, really, she's just making stupid noises. If she can make noises, and it's a skill set, like I don't think I'd be able to do it. And and I mean, there's so many people watching her, and they're paying her to do it. Like maybe they're just having a bit of a laugh at her expense. Like I don't know what else they'd be doing. But if she's making bank doing it, good luck to her.
Yeah, exactly right.
Is she one of the originals that sort of?
She's sort of known as the NPC queen. So she was like one of the originals, and she's really good at it too. So like I've seen other people do it, and they're okay, but it's she seems to, and the fact like she's, like you said, she's pretty fit, that sort of helps as well.
I don't think that's hurting her.
No, not at all. So she dresses accordingly. So she does break character though, and it's most of the time, or I think it's the only time she ever does break character, is when her son is doing something that he shouldn't be doing. In my mind, I think he's just looking for attention from his mum, who's acting like a crazy person on the internet.
What's the kid thinking? Like if he's just,
I don't know,
lurking. I mean, what's she sitting in the kitchen or something, isn't she?
Yeah, it looks like she's sitting in the kitchen. So I'll play this video.
Kid,
okay. I'll play this video and you see what I mean.
Oh. Yes, popcorn, yes, yes. Enrico, wow. A lot of light, but what is it? I'm not sure. I'll take it anyways, my white dress, so I can melt the flower.
You can hear the dog in the background, so something's going on.
Was in my head, beautiful. Do the dance. Hey, stop! Leave the dog alone, stop it! Stop! You're gonna kill the dog. Seriously. Go to your room. Go.
You're gonna kill the
Say, cat, dirt. You kill him. He's so small.
Her level of professionalism is unreal. Oh, there she goes.
Popcorn. Vas-y. Moto. Non, moto. T'écoutes pas, t'es pas gentil, t'es méchant. Pourquoi t'es méchant? Moto. Oui.
Back into it.
Is that a bit, or is that her telling the kid off?
Yeah, that's her telling the kid off. She's speaking French. So she's telling the kid off. So there was one of the videos I remember seeing of her where she tells him to stop spitting on the dog. So, the poor kid just wants some attention from his mum. So I'll get rid of that one, but there's another one here.
Let's go.
Oh, va dans ta chambre. Va dans ta chambre. Say, va dans ta chambre. Go. Go to your room. No, go to your room. No. You're going to break the TV. Go to your room. You're going to break the TV.
So that's Pinky
It's too late. Go to your room.
She's a mad woman, but she's making a lot of money. But I don't know if I told you this. She also has an OnlyFans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I'm not familiar with OnlyFans.
No. I heard of it. Someone told me about it once, and she had her OnlyFans. Some content from her OnlyFans leaked to the internet, and when she found out, she wasn't very happy. So what we've got here is a little video of her reacting to finding out that a lot of her, let's say, pornographic, X-rated material has come out on the internet for free, which she seems to have the most issue with.
So I went to Google. I put Pinky Doll.
By the way, Goggle is Google.
That's what I was just going to ask. Google. Right. Yep. Okay. We're on the same page.
Yep. Oh, good.
Yep.
And she's looking good again. So
naked, and I click on pictures. And what I see? What I see, there's a lot of page. There's a lot of page. You keep swiping and swiping and swiping. It don't stop. It don't stop. And I see all this website. How dare you? You're going to let other people put my face, my body out here doing.
So that was pretty much her cracking the shits at the fact that all her naked stuff was that she, has on her OnlyFans that people have to pay for is now on the net for free.
I can't believe that. How can that happen? That just seems ridiculous that you have all your own private photographs that you're charging people to see. All of a sudden, that's just out there.
You'd never think that was going to get out, would you?
No.
So she's suing everyone that she can find now. So
she's going to sue Google.
Yes, she's going to sue Google. So that's Pinky Doll. There are a lot of other people out here doing the same sort of thing.
Do we know what she started first? Was she doing the kooky noises or the OnlyFans?
Good question. I think she started with the OnlyFans because a guy that had seen her OnlyFans stuff, he told me that her hair wasn't the white color it is now, and she looked a bit different. So,
hang on, she used to be a stripper.
Oh, she used to be a stripper.
Yeah,
well, that makes sense.
I think that's yeah.
Fair enough.
She worked as a stripper and ran her own cleaning service business.
Oh, okay. Well,
interesting. That's an interesting combination, though, isn't it? Oh, I'm a cleaner and a stripper.
Yeah. Well, usually strippers make enough so they don't have to do any cleaning. So anyway, but look, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of NPCs out there. There's guys as well as girls. I remember seeing this one. Where did I see it? It was on Who Are These Socials? It was one of the shows I think I suggested to you listen to once, and it was a guy. I don't have the clip, but there was a guy and he was doing the NPC sort of stuff, and he was doing their GTA walk and pretending to shoot free throws, and his mum comes in and she's worried like he's having some sort of a conniption fit. Yeah. So she cracks it she gets in front of the camera and she actually starts telling off everybody that's giving him money to trigger him.
Oh, that's even better. That should be the thing. Get your mum to come in and tell everybody off.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure that's a fetishy thing that people would love.
Oh, well, it adds for a little bit of entertainment for sure. But
I'd really like to know the demographic of people that are watching these. What are they called?
NPCs. Non-player characters. So from same as the games we've played before. So yeah.
I'd love to know who's watching it.
I would say it's
just strange people, obviously.
99% men, because most of the NPCs are women. So I'd say it's that. Although, like I said, I did see a guy doing it, but maybe it's just people that also like to make people do stuff. They like that control. They like that the element of
maybe
control. So yeah. Who knows? Look, there's one of the ones I found that she's another NPC, and she's quite an attractive girl again. She actually wears elf ears and
I was going to say, is she an actual elf?
She's out of Lord of the Rings. She's a friend of Frodo's, but no, this is a girl called Cherry Crush, and she's not so big on being an NPC all the time. She does break character, and in this little video she breaks character and talks about the money that she's making, which I thought was a bit odd, but it's also indicative of the fact that they're making a lot of cash. I'll play this for you and see what you think.
No spicy.
And she's got chopsticks pretending to eat.
Yum.
Now,
you're too pretty to be doing this. To be doing what? I'm just eating.
So she's reacting with the chat, obviously. So she's a little bit more probably freeform than Pinky Doll. So she's reacting with the chat, and there's a question coming up now. Oh no, this is this comment that she makes.
And making my bag, as the guys say.
So making her bag. So pretty much just referring to the fact that she's making a lot of cash. She's catching in on the coin. So
you guys are funny. You guys, 6.6K away. 6.6K on daily ranking. We only need 6.6K more. So one of you should just be like an amazing person and just knock it out of the park.
So I'm guessing that's $6,600.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Her target for
her goal.
God, yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like these guys, they can do this for a long time. They've got fairly good insurance, I guess. But
yeah, I wonder what sort of pre-season training they're doing.
A lot of mirror work. Doing the mirror.
She's good with the chopsticks too.
Yeah, it's pretty good manual dexterity with the chopsticks for sure.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't believe when I first saw this video. I thought to myself, 6.6K, is that well, it can't be anything else than dollars, is it? And I know they make that sort of coin in a session. So, well, they did at the height. I don't know what it's like now because NPC was a bit of a thing a while back. Yeah. Anyway.
It must just be one of those things where the kids see it, they get onto it and they go, oh, you've got to check out, what's this one called? What's her name? Cherry Crush.
Cherry Crush, yeah.
Cherry Crush, yeah. And then all the other kids will start watching it and they think, oh, yeah. And then, but it's got to be fickle. Like someone's jumping onto the next the next fad thing, what they're doing, surely.
I don't think they've got a big shelf life, like a long shelf life. I think this will come and go fairly quickly.
Yeah. I can't even believe it's a thing, to be honest. It just seems
that's pretty much it. But there's I've been reading articles about these streamers. Obviously, OnlyFans. OnlyFans is another level. Like if you ever watch that podcast, the Whatever podcast.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
It's annoying and it goes for like 5.5 hours and it's full of all these OnlyFans girls and stuff like that. But these chicks are making tens of thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah, I might have seen some of that. They interview them and
yeah. You've seen the one with the Ohago Queen on it.
That was the
girl with the masculine energy.
Yes, I thought that was this one here. She did my fucking head in.
Yeah, we might have to do the Whatever podcast actually because that's another blight on society actually. So, it's actually interesting sometimes because you usually have either escorts or OnlyFans girls, or you usually have a couple of just uni students or real estate agents, and then you've usually also got this guy who they have this guy Chase on a lot who's a devout Christian, and then you've got Brian who's the host of the show, and he says bro a lot, so it annoys the shit out of me. Seriously. But
bro, that's like the new dude, isn't it?
Oh, I'll tell you what, there was a show that he did where a girl, she got kicked out and she flashed her boobs on the
and they
stream.
kicked her out for that.
No, as she was leaving, she did that. So she was trying to sort of maybe, I don't know if she was just, I think she knew what she was doing because she can get him thrown off of YouTube and stuff like that for indecent, content.
Really?
Yeah, and I've never heard someone say bro so many times after she did that. I'm going to have to find that and bring it up and show you.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to reach through the screen and just wring his neck. Just shut up. Bro, it was every second word was bro. But anyway, so that's Cherry Crush.
Crunchy corn, yum.
See, that's the same cowboy film.
Pizza, yum.
That Pinky Doll had before. So they're very sort of they're the same sorts of filters that they all use. So yeah, but my best reaction that I've seen so far is from a husband watching his wife do this. I've seen a couple where the husbands have walked in on their on their wife, and once the wife's told them how much they're making, the husband walks away and goes, "Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Keep going, don't stop."
Yeah.
This is one that didn't do that, and I actually love this guy. I think he's an absolute. He could be our Deadset legend for the week. We'll get to that in a sec. But we have someone else for that. But this bloke, for me, could be the Deadset legend for the week. So he is sitting in the background with his, looks like, young daughter watching TV, and the wife is sitting on a chair with one of those, I guess it's some sort of, I don't know what that
We need to
wand's
find out
called,
what
but
that thing is.
yeah.
It's like a magic wand.
Yeah, it's something to do, obviously, with the virtual stuff that's coming up. And she's sitting there being an NPC. So, and then he finally realizes what she's doing, and she's probably annoying the shit out of him because he's trying to watch TV. And I'll let you run the play-by-play on this one.
So she's doing her thing, and old mate's jumped off the couch, sneaking up behind her. What's he got? He's got a cushion, and he takes her out.
He's the best. We're not doing that now. We're not doing that now. That's the best.
Just knocks her off the chair.
Knocks her off the chair. I love that. I reckon that is fantastic. Oh, mate, like I said, he could be a Deadset legend.
He's on the couch watching the telly, leans forwards, looks over, pauses for a minute, just gets up and just belts her.
Hey, we're not. It was a cushion, and it was his wife, and it wasn't that hard. And it's a bit of marital play, and good on him, to be honest.
Like, even in that scenario, she's there making stupid noises and bouncing around. If my wife was doing that, I'd be curious to know what she's doing. Yeah. Like, you're not going to not notice someone sitting next to you doing that sort of thing.
Oh, of course not. And he knew what she was doing because he goes, we're not doing that now. Because, she probably does it a lot. And again, she's probably making a lot of money with it, but he just had enough. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, she wasn't no Pinky Doll or Cherry Crush, but
no, she didn't have elf ears or the cowboy hat and the whip thing going on.
Yeah, fair enough.
She hadn't mastered that yet.
No, not at all. Anyway, so that's NPCs for this week. That is what pretty much drew us together to do this little endeavor. So it's not the most current of things, but it is a statement on our world at the moment that you can not only make so much money, but you can make money at all by doing that. It's people don't have shame anymore. That's going to, I think we're going to find is the basis of a lot of what we see here and what we complain about is people just don't have shame anymore.
Are they just trying to become famous and that sort of thing, and they just don't seem to care what it is that they're doing?
I think in general,
they're obviously trying to make some money at the same time, but that last one, she's not a pro like the first two.
No.
So, and I feel like, these newer people that are going to get into it, you're not going to be making bank like the ones that have already got millions of followers.
No, exactly right. Correct, for sure. And, there's a certain appeal to the professionalism like that Pinky Doll and Cherry Crush bring to NPCs.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so all right, so that's our first segment. Where we're sitting at for time. I don't even know how long we've been going, but anyway,
30 minutes.
30 minutes. All right. Well, we can probably fit another segment in, and what we'll do now is we'll go to the first of our awards for the week. So, the first award for this is the Weird and Not So Wonderful award. So this is something I've come across that is a result of our current way of looking at things and a way of life, and it's called let me just bring this up on the screen for you. Actually, why don't I just read it to you, because you've seen this. You've actually seen that. I'll read it for everybody. This was from Twitter, where I found it's called the Butt Baby, and it's the Butt Baby Big Brother. Now, I don't know if this is actually something. It's actually a thing, or someone's just taking the piss, because
I think it's a thing.
You think it's a thing? God, I hope not. God, I sort of do and I don't, because you'll see in a minute what I mean. Anyway, I'll read this. Introducing the Butt Baby Big Brother. Experience the ultimate in MPreg, male pregnancy for childbirth. The Butt Baby Big Brother is an actual life-sized, anatomically correct, full insertable 100% platinum silicon newborn baby boy. measuring over. Hey, hang on. How do they know if it's a baby boy? You're not supposed to assign gender like that. No. Anyway, measuring over 1 foot long and 1 foot around and weighing in at nearly 5 pounds. The butt baby big brother is more than 3 times as massive as his little bro, the original butt baby. Giving birth to this bad boy is a labour of Herculean proportions. The butt baby big brother promises to leave even the most talented mangina spectacularly wrecked, just like you did to yo mama. So that's why I'm thinking maybe this is a little bit of a piss take. 1 foot by 1 foot round. Now, look, I've been out with.
I'm looking at my foot, and that's big. Like there is no shoving that up your ass. You got to have some skill.
Yeah, that's a little bit going beyond, having a night on the piss and a big double meat falafel at the end of the, end of the night. The next day the result's pretty horrible, but it's not a 1 foot by 1 foot round turd.
But you're not starting with the butt baby big brother though, are you?
Yeah, you'd have to work up.
You're not going straight there.
No, although some of the boys out there could probably accommodate it a little bit more easily than the rest of us. But yeah, and it comes in shades of different shades and different colours and things like that as well. So, they're not discriminating against anyone.
No,
so, good luck to them. Anyone wants to try that on?
Let us know how you
go. All right. So that was our weird and wonderful award for this week. Second segment, I think, what have we got? We've got, all right, let me bring something up here for you. You might remember this young lady. Where is she? There she is.
Should a guy earn for you to date him? Over 500K, close to $1 million. If he doesn't, I'm not going to say yes. Do you hear me? How much should a guy?
Okay, so obviously the question was, how much should a man make for you to accept a proposal of marriage? And she's come out with $500,000. So to $1 million. Yes, to $1 million.
Which is a fair jump.
That's a fair jump. Look, she's given a guy a chance. She's given him a range. So as long as you fit in within there some way. Now, by the way, do you want to describe this young lady for us?
She's a larger young lady.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. Really, she's a little bit frightening. I feel like it.
She's out in the town with her friends. It must be some sort of party. I think she might have had a couple. And
she's.
I know because I've
glasses of wine.
Just a couple of nice shardies. So the girl who's interviewing her, and I can't remember her name, she had asked her what she did for a living, and she said she's a therapist.
That girl's a therapist.
Yeah. She's not a nutritionist, is she?
Right.
So,
I don't think so.
No. Anyway, she's given us that ultimatum, and the next question is going to be, how much should he pay for the ring?
I pay for the engagement ring.
He needs to pay again. 500. He gets paid every year. 500. He saves up towards the ring. If he doesn't, he's gonna get a no, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
I think he'd dodge a bullet, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a large projectile. I think that's bigger than a bullet, mate. Yeah. Now, look, I can understand if you were. Here's a blast from the past. An Al McPherson or, Heidi Klum, although I'm not a big Heidi Klum fan. But, one of the supermodels of today. And
someone who's not over, 140 kilos.
Well, yeah, there is that as well.
I mean, some people like that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of millionaires that do. So,
yes.
She's probably in luck.
She could be right. She's got to find the right one. She's got to find the right one. So anyway, that was pretty much it. And then they did go on to ask him about cars and things like that. And I think she said that he'd have to also have a Mercedes. And one of the other girls that she was with was the same sort of thing, a Porsche or something like that. And then one girl said, "Oh, look, I don't care if he's got a Toyota Corolla." So she was about the only one that was down to earth. But what do you think that someone like this, not saying someone like this because of the way she looks or anything like that, but just in general, a girl nowadays would come out with such an outrageous suggestion that, you know, this is what you need to be with me?
I think there might be something wrong with her.
Well, apart from that,
I mean, I feel like she's also forgotten to put a bra on, which is a little bit intimidating as well.
Yeah, look,
she's an interesting individual for sure.
She'd barrel of laughs.
Yeah, she's intimidating.
Yeah, she could play front row. So anyway, look, I think what I was trying to get at was social media nowadays in terms of lifestyle and things like that. People are their expectations are unreasonable,
ridiculous. That's right,
and I think that's where we're going with that. We have a generation.
That girl was also clearly a bit drunk, and I think they're sort of, you know, asking her loaded questions, which, you know,
you're
going to answer it. You know, I'm not going to marry anyone else who's not a supermodel or anything like that because I'm so hot.
Yeah,
you know, if you ask me questions like that when I'm boozy, you're going to get some awesome answers.
We might have to do a Patreon episode with that. So,
and I kind of feel like maybe that's what's happening there, but
yeah.
Now, everything she said is just all over socials, and she's never going to be able to live it down.
She went viral with that, and she seems like a fun girl. She seems like a nice girl, and I think she's having a bit of a laugh too with the interviewer. I don't think she's 100% on it, but it was funny. But I think it belies an issue that we have in terms of expectations from especially females nowadays in terms of what their man's supposed to be. And, you know, you have those expressions of, you know, what is it, a high value man, and you know, they class men in terms of what they bring to the party rather than the emotional connection that they can have with someone.
But but that high value man who's making, you know, $500,000 a year, he's not. What does she bring to the table?
Well, see, that's the thing.
And, and I feel it gets lost a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's lost on them at least.
Yeah, 100%.
So, well, when they're getting passed over by the high value men, that's when they realise there might be an issue. So
she's going to have to settle for someone who's only making $480,000 a year.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm sure she can work with that. So, anyway, so that's our young friend there. So just a quick one. I thought it was funny, and she seemed like a lot of fun. All right. Tons of fun. Or is that going too far? Sorry.
No, there's a lot more there. Maybe she needs someone who's making bank because of her food budget.
Could be.
I don't know. I'm just saying. She probably likes to eat out a lot.
Anyway, so that's that. Let's get on to our second award for the week. So the second award for the week is the Wanker of the Week. And what I have for you here is, again, it's a little older, but because we had actually probably planned to do this show a while back and life got in the way. But I'll bring up this little file. This is from
Bully. Got some of his own
medicine. This is from Sky News. Now, you might remember this. It was all over Australian TV and social media everywhere, and it went international as well. So I'll let you do the play-by-play again. Here we go.
Yeah. He got out of his car in traffic and was served with some karma. Yeah, here he is.
He's a big boy.
Very pleased about something that's happened.
Big boy. He's gotten out of his car because someone's cut him off or done something to him.
A bit of a road rage.
It was a road rage incident. Yeah. Now, the funny thing is, have a look at his pants. Have a look at those tracksuit pants.
Yeah. But what's wrong with them?
No, I'll tell you what. When I first saw this clip, the first thing I thought was, okay, road rage.
Are they inside out?
No. The second thing I thought of was, hey, I've got a pair of those tracksuit pants. They're at Elite 11 tracksuit pants for sure. I am 100%. They are Elite 11 tracksuit pants, and I have that color as well.
From this. Another has jumped out of a car, storming up to another poor innocent guy.
Yeah,
and you're going, I like pants.
I've got those. So anyway, he's gotten up to the car. He's doing the old finger point. He's going to give this guy a serve. He's angry. He's going to give him a piece of his mind.
Yeah. And, yes. That's what
something that's happened, and he's shouting all kinds of obscenities at the driver. I'm going to take this.
He started all of a sudden,
whoa, he didn't like something in the background, and then took off. What was it? There you go. The coppers were after him.
The car too.
Well, he left his passenger there.
The police have
got away. Yeah, police have turned up.
He did have an amazing rat tail, though. I did notice that when he was retreating.
Oh, that was a dandy rat tail for sure.
Yeah.
That was a resi or a dandy rat tail for sure. So, yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah, he was so engrossed or focused in being angry at this guy that he didn't notice the cop car or the two cops.
The police car behind him.
Car, sitting behind them. But he got away. He actually got away. He left his mate sitting in the car. He took off and he got away from the cops. I thought that was very funny. But he's a wanker. So
mate, he's definitely gets the Wanker of the Week award.
Yeah, and all he has to do to pick up his award is surrender himself to any local police station, and we'll make sure that he gets his award.
You get an ice cream cake.
That's it. You get an ice cream cake from Coles. Fredo.
We'll pop it in the mail.
That's it. So that's a Wanker of the Week award. And our last award for the week is the Deadset Legend of the Week. And again, this is something from a while back, but considering what we had to go through here in Melbourne, I thought it was pretty apropos. And if no one knows what I'm talking about from overseas, if you are listening to this from anywhere outside of Australia, Melbourne was one of the most locked down, I think it was actually the most locked down city during COVID. We were locked down for more consecutive days and then cumulative days than I think any other city in the world outside of maybe somewhere in China. And we loved that, didn't we, Dave?
That was great.
It was a fantastic time in our lives. Yes.
Pushed a few people to the edge, I think, as this guy shows.
If only we could have gotten our premier to the edge of something so we could have pushed him off.
Pushed him off.
That would have been good. So anyway, so this is Deadset Legend of the Week.
We're going to backdate this one because it's a little older, but he's definitely a legend and he deserves an award.
Exactly right. So let me just share my screen with you and...
So explain this to me. If you said that I'll get a ticket for my mask not being high enough...
So this guy has been pulled over by the police. The police are wearing masks, and this guy's not wearing a mask, and he's in a truck with another one of his mates just going about his day.
Yeah. So what happens if we're gay lovers, which we are, in the one-on-one bubble? So why can't I be with my gay lover with my mask off?
Gay lovers?
Yeah.
You're being an idiot now.
No, I'm telling you the facts.
You're making light of this situation.
No.
So he's just told the copper that this is his gay lover in the truck with him.
Yeah.
An old mate sounds about as...
He's heard it all before.
He's heard it all before, exactly. So let me just keep going because it gets better.
I'm telling you the facts, bro. Tell me to fucking suck him off now and show that we're gay lovers. I'm telling you, we're gay lovers. So I'm not allowed to have a mask. We're allowed to be together like this.
The copper doesn't know what to say.
We're allowed to go to each other's house.
For once, I'd just love to hear one of them go on, suck him off then.
Yeah, the copper to call his bluff and go, all right, then. Go on.
Or I'm going to find you both.
So, well, do you want me to get his pants down? Is it how do you want me to do it? Well, prove it to me.
Dead set idiot, mate.
No, I'm not. No, I'm telling you the facts, brother. I'll see you in
He gives up and goes away.
He doesn't want to have to deal with that.
He successfully uses the gay lover defense. That's fantastic. I love it.
That's going to become a thing.
Yeah,
I think it is a thing
what-
now, isn't it? You can get out of traffic fines and all sorts of things.
You can get out of anything now using that defense, I think. But that was during COVID, and this was a cop that's gone, you know what? This is just not worth it.
No,
Tells him
too
he's an
hard.
idiot. Yeah, too hard. I don't want the paperwork. I'm going. See ya.
Well, he doesn't want to see some other guy sucking another guy's cock in a truck.
Well, he does. Exactly. So, anyway, that's it. That's we've given out the awards. We've gone over a few things that made us laugh and pretty ridiculous. And I think we've done all right for our first episode. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it was good.
All right. So we'll have to get some stuff together next week and see what we can come up with and make each other laugh. And maybe I'll bring some stuff that I haven't shown you before. So I'll get your reactions on that.
All right.
Anyway, so that's it for the first week. Thank you very much if you've made it this far. We appreciate you sticking around for the whole episode. We really, as we said, haven't settled on a regular format as yet, but pretty much what you heard today is going to be what we're going to stick with until it does change. Any suggestions on what you'd like us to go through or to discuss, or any other awards you'd like us to give out, or anybody that you'd like to nominate for a Wanker or a Deadset Legend award, feel free to contact us on Instagram at GOML Podcast. Or if you want to email us, you can email at gomlarmy@gmail.com. gomelarmy@gmail.com. Well, Dave, I'll get you to say goodbye to the fine folks.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Not a problem. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you.